Hello there. And welcome to the Sleepy Space Science channel. I'm so glad you found your way here tonight. Maybe you've had a long day. Or maybe you're the kind of person who likes falling asleep to quiet thoughts about distant worlds, instead of counting sheep. Either way, tonight's journey is for you. You don't have to do anything now. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breathing slow. In and out. Feel your body grow a little heavier, as if gravity has become a gentle blanket instead of a pull. Your only job is to listen. Let the words wash over you and drift wherever your thoughts want to go. Because tonight, we're not just thinking about planets. We're drifting far beyond the edge of our known solar system to explore what would happen if astronomers finally confirmed the existence of a mysterious ninth planet, moving quietly in the darkness. A world unseen, far beyond Neptune, where time moves slowly and gravity whispers instead of shouts. We'll travel gently from the familiar orbits of our solar system to the cold, distant edges where sunlight barely reaches. From big discoveries to quiet consequences, meeting strange orbits, subtle gravitational pulls, and unseen worlds along the way. Some of what you hear may surprise you, or simply give your mind something calm and interesting to wander through as you fall asleep. And before we begin, if these quiet space journeys help you relax or unwind, consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It helps other sleepy minds find their way here, one person at a time. Now, let's begin. For centuries, humans believed our solar system was complete. 8 planets, moving in neat paths. Orderly, predictable, familiar. But sometimes, small irregularities appear. Tiny gravitational hints, gentle nudges, something unseen. Astronomers noticed distant objects behaving strangely. Their orbits tilted, stretched, clustered together, as if guided. These objects live far beyond Neptune, in deep darkness, where sunlight is weak, where motion is slow, where silence dominates. Something massive could be influencing them. Not visible, not confirmed, yet persistent. A quiet possibility. As distant orbits shift in this story, feel your body sinking a little deeper into rest. Scientists began to imagine a hidden planet. Large, cold, moving slowly, far away. This planet would orbit thousands of times farther than Earth. Years stretch into millennia. A single orbit could take 10,000 years. Time slows dramatically. Motion becomes patient. Sunlight there would be faint, more like a bright star, never warming, never rising or setting quickly, just glowing softly. If it exists, Planet 9 would rarely reveal itself. No bright reflection, no obvious path, only subtle influence. It would shape space quietly, not with light, but with gravity. A distant shepherd, guiding unseen flocks. As gravity whispers far away, your breathing remains slow and calm. Discovery would not come suddenly. No explosion. No dramatic announcement at first. Just careful confirmation. Patience rewarded. Astronomers would notice consistent patterns. Repeated observations. Matching predictions. A quiet alignment of data. confidence growing slowly. Telescopes would stare into darkness, collecting faint light, pixel by pixel, night after night, waiting. Eventually, a slow moving that would appear, barely shifting, barely glowing, yet unmistakable. Not a star, not a galaxy, but a planet, a new member, joining our solar family. As discovery unfolds gently, let your thoughts drift without effort. The solar system would suddenly feel larger, not just in size, but in story, in depth, in mystery. Our neat model would expand. 8 planets no longer complete. Edges pushed outward. Boundaries softened. Knowledge widened. Textbooks would change slowly. Diagrams would stretch. New labels added. Old assumptions revised. Understanding deepened. Nothing nearby would feel different. Earth would not shift. Days would remain the same. Seasons unchanged. Life continues calmly. The change would be internal, in how we see our place, our neighborhood, our cosmic home, growing quietly larger. As ideas expand, feel how comfortably you remain grounded. Planet 9 would not pull strongly on Earth. Distance weakens force. Gravity fades gently. Effects become subtle, almost poetic. Its influence would be felt mostly at the edges, on icy bodies, on distant debris, on forgotten worlds, far from warmth. These objects would move together, slowly, patiently, like leaves guided by a quiet current, barely noticeable. This distant gravity would explain long-standing mysteries. Why some orbits tilt? Why clusters form? Why patterns persist? Answers arriving softly. Nothing dramatic. Nothing violent. Just understanding. Settling gently into place. Let subtle forces feel comforting, like a hand guiding without pressure. Planet 9 would be incredibly cold. Temperatures near absolute zero. Atmosphere frozen. Surface locked in ice. Stillness everywhere. It would receive little sunlight. Days would blur together. No warm dawns. No bright afternoons. Only dim glow. If it has moons, they would orbit slowly, quietly, in deep darkness, like lanterns with no flame. Nothing would rush there. Nothing would grow quickly. Time would stretch. Moments would linger. Silence would dominate. A planet made for patience. Not activity. Not noise. Just existence. Unbothered. As cold silence fills that distant world, your body remains warm and relaxed. Scientists would feel quiet excitement. Not shock. Not fear. But satisfaction. A puzzle piece found. Models would improve. Simulations refine. The solar system's story grows richer. More complete. More beautiful. New questions would emerge. How did it form? Where did it come from? Was it captured? Was it always there? Curiosity would deepen. Not rush. Not urgency. Just steady exploration. Careful thought. Discovery would remind us that the universe still holds secrets, even close to home. Waiting patiently. In silence. Let curiosity feel gentle, never demanding. As the idea settles, the solar system feels wider, more spacious, more mysterious, more alive. Not because something changed suddenly, but because something was noticed, seen at last, acknowledged, understood. The universe did not move. Our awareness did. Stretching outward, softening edges, expanding calmly. And as your thoughts drift outward, your body can drift inward, toward rest, toward stillness, toward sleep. Planet 9 continues its slow orbit. Unbothered, unaware, patient, allowing you to rest. Finding a ninth planet would not be sudden. It would unfold slowly. Night after night. Data after data. Patience rewarded quietly. Astronomers would double-check everything. Errors ruled out. Signals confirmed. Patterns verified. Confidence built gently. The planet would move slowly across the sky. Barely noticeable. Measured over months. Then years. Motion revealed through time. There would be no dramatic change in the night sky. No new bright star. No sudden glow. Just a quiet point. Almost hidden. Discovery would feel like recognition. Something long suspected. Finally confirmed. A missing piece. Settling into place. As discovery unfolds patiently, feel your breathing slow even more. The most powerful telescopes would turn outward. Toward darkness. Toward cold regions. Toward faint light. Listening carefully. They would capture photons that traveled for hours. Weak. Scattered. Rare. Precious. Each image would look nearly empty. Mostly black. Tiny specks of light. Yet meaning hidden there. Waiting. Astronomers would compare images. One night to the next. Looking for motion. A shift. A whisper of change. Eventually, movement would stand out. Slow. Consistent. Unmistakable. A planet revealing itself. As eyes watch distant darkness, your body relaxes in the quiet. Planet 9 is thought to be large. Perhaps several times Earth's mass. Not a gas giant. But not small. A quiet heavyweight. It might resemble an icy giant. Wrapped in frozen gases. Surrounded by deep cold. Dense and solid beneath. Hidden layers within. Its size would explain its influence. Strong enough to guide orbits. Gentle enough to remain unseen. Balanced between force and subtlety. Gravity used softly. Despite its mass, it would feel distant. Not dominating. Not threatening. Just present. A large world. Choosing to stay quiet. Moving slowly. Remaining unseen. Patient. Let the idea of quiet strength feel soothing. Planet 9's orbit would be stretched and tilted. Not circular. Not neat. Long and wandering. Unhurried. It would travel far from the sun. Then even farther. Spending most of its time in deep outer darkness. Far beyond warmth. A single orbit might take thousands of years. Civilizations could rise and fall before it completes one journey. Time moves differently there. Almost timeless. This slow path would feel meditative. A long, looping breath. In and out. Around the sun. Never rushing. Planet 9 would remind us that not everything moves quickly. Some things drift. Some things linger. Some things wait. Allow your thoughts to drift. At that same gentle pace. The discovery would not change Pluto's story. Pluto remains Pluto. Distant. Cold. Familiar. But it would give Pluto new context. A larger neighborhood. More companions. Hidden worlds nearby. A deeper family. The Kuiper belt would feel alive. Not empty. Not forgotten. But guided. Shaped by unseen gravity. Objects once thought random would reveal patterns. Alignment. Order. Meaning. Chaos would become choreography. Movement explained. Mystery softened. Understanding deepened. Calm restored. As patterns emerge, let your mind rest in order. Planet 9 would pose no threat to Earth. It is far too distant. Its gravity fades long before reaching us. Life here remains unchanged. Safe. Earth's orbit would remain stable. Days and nights unchanged. Seasons steady. Tides familiar. Balance intact. The sun would continue shining as always. Nothing shifts inward. Nothing pulls outward. The solar system remains calm. Undisturbed. Discovery brings understanding. Not disruption. Clarity, not chaos. Knowledge, not danger. Peaceful expansion. Life continues quietly. Unaware of distant discoveries. Sleeping. Growing. Breathing. Mini grounding line. Feel how safe and steady your place remains. Our mental map of the solar system would grow. Edges pushed outward. Boundaries softened. Space feeling larger. More open. Home would no longer end at Neptune. It would stretch farther. Into deeper darkness. Into colder regions. Into mystery. This expansion would feel gentle. Not overwhelming. Not frightening. Just spacious. Breathing room for curiosity. Knowing there is more. Does not make what we have smaller. It makes it richer. More layered. More complete. The solar system becomes a quieter, deeper place. Full of hidden corners. Waiting patiently for observation. Let the idea of spaciousness bring ease to your thoughts. As understanding settles, excitement softens. Wonder remains. Calm curiosity replaces urgency. Silence grows. There is no rush to explore. No need to approach quickly. Planet 9 will keep moving slowly. Always there. Waiting. Science moves gently here. Observing. Measuring. Listening. Not forcing. And as the universe expands outward, your awareness can drift inward. Toward rest. Toward stillness. Toward sleep. Planet 9 continues its long orbit. Silent. Cold. Patient. While you rest. For a long time, scientists believed planet formation was mostly complete. Dust becomes rock. Rock becomes worlds. Everything settles early. A ninth planet would challenge that idea. It suggests movement, migration, change over time. Nothing fully settled. Planet 9 may not have formed where it is now. It could have wandered outward, pushed by giants, pulled by gravity, slowly drifting. This tells a quieter story. The solar system was once restless. Worlds shifted places. Orbits changed. Nothing was fixed yet. Over time, everything calmed. Motion slowed. Paths stabilized. Balance returned. As ancient motion settles, feel your body settling too. Some scientists wonder if Planet 9 formed elsewhere, around another star, long ago, far away. Perhaps it was captured, pulled gently into our system. A quiet guest, adopted by the sun, without drama. If so, our solar system is not closed. It has welcomed outsiders, shared space, blended histories. This possibility feels poetic. Worlds drifting between stars, finding new homes, settling into new orbits, belonging slowly. Whether native or captured, Planet 9 belongs now. Moving calmly, shaping quietly, part of the family. Let the idea of belonging feel warm and reassuring. Long ago, the solar system was crowded. More planets, more debris, more motion. Some worlds collided. Some were ejected. Some drifted outward. Survivors found stable paths. Others disappeared. Planet 9 may be a survivor, a remnant of chaos, preserved in cold distance, a memory of early motion, still drifting. Its slow orbit acts like a fossil, recording ancient events, hidden in darkness, waiting to be read. Discovery would open this record, not loudly, but patiently, piece by piece, story by story. As ancient time unfolds, your breath remains slow and steady. The Kuiper belt once seemed scattered. Icy objects everywhere. Random paths. Unrelated motion. Unclear purpose. Planet 9 gives it structure. Patterns emerge. Clusters align. Movement makes sense. Order appears. Objects once lonely become part of a system, connected by gravity, guided gently, never alone. This connection feels comforting. Even distant debris belongs to something larger, guided softly, held loosely, just like thoughts drifting at night, seemingly random, yet guided by rest, settling naturally, finding quiet order. Let your thoughts settle into gentle patterns. A confirmed ninth planet would change how we search space. Attention shifts outward. Eyes turn to darkness. Listening carefully. Astronomers would refine their tools. Better sensors. Wider surveys. Longer patience. Deeper focus. The sky would feel larger again. Not empty, but full of possibility. Hidden motion. Quiet worlds. We would learn to look slower, to wait longer, to notice subtle change, to trust faint signals. Silence teaches. This slower searching mirrors rest. Nothing forced. Nothing rushed. Just attention. Gentle awareness. Allow your awareness to soften. Without effort. Finding Planet 9 would change how we see other stars. They're planets too. They're hidden worlds. They're distant companions. Other solar systems may hide quiet giants. Unseen. Influential. Shaping orbits from afar. Silent architects. Our solar system becomes less unique. More familiar. Part of a common pattern. Shared structure. Universal design. This realization is calming. We are not unusual. Not isolated. Part of something widespread. Connected. The universe repeats itself gently. Patterns echo. Worlds mirror worlds. Balance persists. Order spreads. Let the sense of connection ease your thoughts. This discovery would not demand urgency. Planet 9 is patient. It has waited billions of years. It will continue waiting. No rush exists. Science would respond the same way. Calmly. Carefully. Over decades. Without pressure. Observations would accumulate slowly. Orbits refined. Mass estimated. Models improved. Understanding deepened. Nothing dramatic changes day to day. Just awareness. Quiet curiosity. Gentle learning. Slow growth. Knowledge here feels restful. Not overwhelming. Not urgent. Just present. Like a soft light. Let learning feel light and effortless. As explanations settle. The story softens. Details fade gently. Meaning remains. Curiosity calms. Planet 9 continues drifting. Unaware of discovery. Unchanged by attention. Patient as ever. Silent. The universe does not hurry. Neither must you. Time stretches comfortably. Moments lengthen. Stillness grows. As your mind drifts outward, your body drifts inward. Toward warmth. Toward rest. Toward sleep. Planet 9 completes another fraction of its orbit. Tiny. Slow. Unnoticed. While you rest, discovery does not always feel loud. Sometimes it feels like relief. A question eased. A mystery softened. A quiet yes. Planet 9 would not shout its existence. It would simply be acknowledged. Named. Placed gently on a map. Accepted. For scientists, this would feel like closure. Not an ending. But a calm resting point. A pause. For the rest of us, it would feel subtle. A headline read once. A thought considered briefly. Then tucked away. Yet somewhere beneath awareness, our sense of the universe would widen. Quietly. Lastingly. Without effort. Let that widening feel gentle. Never overwhelming. Earth would not feel farther from the sun. The moon would not change. The sky would look the same. Nothing familiar shifts. Comfort remains. Yet our home would feel larger. Not physically, but conceptually. A mental expansion. Soft and spacious. It's like discovering an extra room in a quiet house. Always there. Just unseen. Waiting. This new room is cold. Dark. Silent. But still part of home. still belonging. And knowing it exists does not disturb your rest. It enriches it, adds depth, adds calm. Feel how safety remains unchanged. Even as space grows, humans are used to visible things. Bright stars, clear planets, obvious paths, predictable motion. Planet 9 reminds us that not everything important is visible. Some things work quietly, in darkness, out of sight. This is true in space, and true in life. Support often hides. Balance works silently. Stability is subtle. The universe does not demand attention. It does not need applause. It simply continues. Steady. Reliable. You can do the same. Rest without proving anything. Exist without effort. Settle without explanation. Sleep without reason. Let effort slip away completely. On Planet 9, time would stretch endlessly. Years blur together. Moments linger. Nothing rushes. A single orbit could span human history. Civilizations rising and falling, while the planet barely moves. Patience embodied. This slow time feels calming. No deadlines. No schedules. No urgency. Just movement. At night, your body enters this slower rhythm too. Breath lengthens. Thoughts stretch. Awareness softens. You don't need to keep time now. The universe keeps it for you. Gently. Faithfully. Without effort. Let time loosen its grip. Distance is not emptiness. It is space. Room to move. Room to rest. Room to be safe. Planet 9's distance keeps it stable. Unbothered by heat. Unbothered by chaos. Protected. Distance works the same for the mind. Thoughts held farther away lose their sharp edges. Concerns cool. Peace returns. You don't need to pull everything close. Some things belong far away. Handled by distance. Softened by space. Quieted by time. Rest lives in that space. Between effort and awareness. Between thought and silence. Between holding and letting go. Exactly here. Allow distance to do its work. Science does not celebrate loudly. It nods gently. Records carefully. Moves forward calmly. Without urgency. A ninth planet would not change everything. It would clarify. Refine. Complete a picture. Softly. Confidence comes from patience. From waiting. From listening. From understanding slowly. Not from rushing. This confidence feels like rest. No anxiety. No urgency. Just knowing. And allowing. You can borrow this confidence now. Nothing needs solving. Nothing needs proving. Sleep is allowed. Encouraged. Rest in quiet certainty. At night, your world resembles deep space. Lights dim. Sounds fade. Stillness spreads. Just like Planet 9. Your thoughts move more slowly now. Less brightness. Less noise. More calm. Nothing important disappears in the dark. It simply rests. Waiting for morning. Holding steady. Unchanged. Sleep is not absence. It is preservation. A quiet holding pattern. Like a distant orbit. Steady. You are not leaving consciousness. You are drifting through it. Gently. Naturally. Safely. Let darkness feel protective. Details begin to blur now. Exact facts soften. Explanations loosen. Meaning remains. Calm deepens. Planet 9 continues its silent journey. Unchanged by discovery. Unaware of names. Unmoved by attention. Peaceful. And you continue yours. From wakefulness. Toward rest. Toward sleep. Without effort. The universe does not need you awake. It will continue. Steady. Balanced. Safe. You are free to rest now. Planet 9 will keep orbiting. Stars will keep shining. Time will keep flowing. Sleep can arrive. Thoughts begin to slow now. Not stopping. Just drifting. Like clouds thinning at dusk. Soft and light. Your breathing finds its own rhythm. In. Out. No effort required. No guidance needed. Planet 9 continues moving slowly. So slowly it feels still. Patience embodied. Motion without urgency. Calm in motion. Your mind mirrors this pace. Nothing jumps forward. Nothing pulls back. Everything floats gently. Balanced. Even curiosity rests now. Questions fade. Answers soften. Only comfort remains. Only ease. As thoughts slow. Let your body sink deeper. Planet 9 is distant. Cold. Quiet. Steady. Unchanging. Distance keeps it safe. Distance keeps it calm. Distance keeps everything balanced. Space as protection. Silence as shelter. Your thoughts can keep distance too. They don't need closeness. They don't need attention. They can float away. Softly. Nothing is demanding awareness now. Nothing is calling for action. Only gentle narration remains. And even that can fade. Sleep welcomes you. You are not losing awareness. You are releasing it. Bit by bit. Naturally. Safely. Release without trying. Planet 9's orbit is stable. Long. Wide. Predictable. Secure. This stability is reassuring. Nothing unexpected happens. Nothing collapses. Nothing rushes. Order holds. Your body recognizes this safety. Muscles soften further. Jaw loosens. Hands relax. Stillness spreads. The night supports you. The bed supports you. Gravity holds you gently. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more is asked. Sleep arrives this way. Not suddenly. But steadily. Like a tide rising quietly. Inevitable. Feel how supported you are. Awareness becomes lighter now. Thinner. Less defined. Edges blur. Boundaries soften. Words turn into sound. Sound turns into rhythm. Rhythm turns into comfort. Meaning drifts away. That's okay, you don't need to follow the story. It will continue. Whether you listen or not. Nothing will be missed. Nothing matters here. Planet 9 remains unchanged. Unaware of observers. Unaware of names. Just moving. Quietly. And you are allowed to stop observing too. To rest. To drift. To sleep. Let awareness fade gently. Your body knows how to sleep. It has practiced for years. It remembers the path. No guidance required. No effort needed. Heart rate slows. Breath evens out. Temperature settles. Muscles release. Comfort deepens. Nothing pulls you back to wakefulness. Nothing demands response. Everything important is handled. Nothing waits for you now. Rest is safe. The universe works without attention. Planets orbit. Stars burn. Time flows. Without effort. You can let go completely. Nothing depends on you being awake. Sleep is allowed. Encouraged. Natural. Let the body lead. The space between thoughts grows longer. Silence stretches. Gaps widen. Calm fills them. Rest deepens. You may drift in and out. Brief awareness. Then none. Then back again. All normal. Planet 9 continues its orbit. Unchanged. Unhurried. Patient. Endless. You don't need to imagine it clearly. Images can blur. Details can fade. Comfort remains. That's enough. Sleep begins to hold you now. Gently. Securely. Without resistance. Without thought. Sink into this calm. Thoughts appear unfinished. Sentences trail off. Images dissolve. Awareness drifts. Sleep approaches. Breathing is slow and automatic. The body feels heavy. Supported. Warm. Safe. The universe feels distant now. Still present. But quiet. Like a background hum. Comforting. Nothing intrudes here. No urgency. No concern. No expectation. Only rest. You don't need to hold on. You don't need to listen. You can drift fully. Sleep is here. Waiting. Let go completely. Awareness dims further. Like lights lowering slowly. Not sudden. Not abrupt. Gentle. Your body is still. Your mind is quiet. Breath is steady. Rest is deep. Sleep surrounds you. Planet 9 remains far away. Exactly where it belongs. Holding nothing. Demanding nothing. Just existing. The universe continues unfolding. With or without attention. Steady. Balanced. Calm. And you are drifting into sleep. Softly. Quietly. Safely. Restfully. Everything is quiet now. Thoughts come less often. When they do, they fade quickly. Nothing holds them. Sleep deepens. Your breathing is slow and steady. The body rests fully. Muscles remain loose. Stillness spreads. Comfort settles in. Planet 9 continues its long journey. Unnoticed. Unchanged. Patient. Far away. This distance feels safe. Nothing intrudes. Nothing presses close. Space protects. Silence holds. You don't need to listen now. Sound can blur. Words can dissolve. Rest remains. Sleep continues. If awareness flickers, let it drift back down. The world continues quietly. Cities sleep. Lights dim. Sounds soften. Night deepens. Oceans move gently. Winds whisper. Clouds drift slowly. Nothing rushes. Everything flows. The sun shines somewhere else. Not needed here. Not visible now. Still reliable. Still steady. Planet 9 remains in darkness. Cold. Still. Unbothered. At peace. You are allowed to be just as still. Just as quiet. Just as rested. Just as calm. Let stillness hold you. Nothing is changing quickly. Nothing surprises you. Everything repeats gently. This repetition comforts. Sleep deepens. Planet 9 orbits slowly. Always slow. Always steady. Always distant. Always calm. Your breathing mirrors this rhythm. Even. Quiet. Automatic. Unforced. You are safe in this pattern. The universe supports it. The night supports it. Your body supports it. Rest is natural. Nothing requires effort now. Nothing calls you back. Sleep is uninterrupted. Smooth. Deep. Stay here in the quiet. Awareness grows faint. Not gone. Just distant. Like a star fading at dawn. Soft. Thoughts are rare now. Brief. Unfinished. They dissolve quickly. No meaning attached. Even the idea of Planet 9 does not need imagining. It exists whether you think of it or not. Just like sleep. Just happening. Your body remains relaxed. Heavy. Warm. Supported. Completely at ease. There is nothing else to do. Nothing to hear. Nothing to process. Only rest. Only sleep. Let awareness fade naturally. Nothing interrupts this night. No alarms. No urgency. No pressure. Only calm. The universe continues smoothly. Gravity holds. Orbits remain stable. Balance persists. Order remains. Planet 9 remains unseen. Yet dependable. A quiet constant. Far away. Reliable. This reliability is comforting. Predictable. Unchanging. Safe. Steady. Sleep rests easily on stability. Nothing disturbs it. Nothing challenges it. Nothing breaks it. Deep rest continues. Feel how uninterrupted this feels. You are fully resting now. Body heavy. Mind quiet. Breath slow. Sleep deep. Even if awareness returns briefly, it will fade again. Gently. Naturally. Without effort. The story can continue alone. You don't need to follow. You don't need to listen. Sleep is enough. Rest is complete. Planet 9 keeps drifting. One tiny fraction of its orbit. Unnoticed. Unmeasured. Patient. You are drifting too. Not through space. But through rest. Through stillness. Through sleep. Drift without awareness. There is a quiet center here. No thoughts. No words. No images. Only rest. You are resting in that center now. Held. Supported. Undisturbed. Safe. Nothing needs explanation. Nothing needs naming. Nothing needs attention. Sleep holds everything. Gently. The universe does not ask for awareness. It functions without it. Just as your body sleeps. Just as your breath flows. Effortless. You are free to stay here. 4 minutes. 4 hours. As long as needed. Rest continues. Stay in the quiet center. The edges of awareness soften further. Sound fades. Sensation dulls. Only comfort remains. Only sleep. Planet 9 remains distant. Always distant. Always calm. Always steady. Unchanging. This unchanging calm supports deep sleep. No surprises. No urgency. No movement needed. You are deeply asleep now. Or nearly there. Either way is perfect. Either way is fine. Rest holds you. Sleep continues. Quiet. Steady. Deep. Safe. Thoughts no longer form clearly. They arrive incomplete. They leave unfinished. Nothing holds them. Sleep deepens. Your breathing remains slow. Even. Automatic. Effortless. Comforting. Planet 9 continues its distant orbit. Unchanged. Unaware. Silent. Patient. Distance keeps everything calm. Nothing presses close. Nothing intrudes. Space protects. Rest remains uninterrupted. You don't need to listen now. Sound can blur. Words can fade. Sleep holds everything. Gently. If awareness flickers, let it drift back down. Night carries your body easily. No effort required. No movement needed. Support is constant. Stillness spreads. The bed holds you. Gravity holds you. The quiet holds you. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more is asked. Outside, the world is quiet. Lights dim. Sounds fade. Motion slows. Everything rests. Far away. Planet 9 moves through darkness. Slowly. Endlessly. Unbothered. And you move too. Not through space. But through deeper rest. Through stillness. Through sleep. Let the night do the holding. Nothing is changing quickly. Nothing surprises you. Everything is predictable. This predictability comforts. Sleep remains deep. Planet 9's orbit never rushes. Never stops. Never wavers. Always steady. Always calm. Your body mirrors this rhythm. Slow. Balanced. Unforced. At ease. There is no urgency here. No demand for attention. No need for control. Only rest. Only comfort. Sleep thrives in this steadiness. Held by repetition. Protected by calm. Undisturbed. Complete. Rest in the safety of repetition. Awareness fades further now. Not disappearing. Just drifting away. Like sound fading into distance. Soft. Thoughts are rare, brief, unimportant. They dissolve quickly. No meaning remains. Even the idea of Planet 9 does not need attention. It exists quietly. Just like sleep. Just happening. Your body remains relaxed. Heavy. Warm. Supported. Completely safe. There is nothing to follow now. Nothing to understand. Nothing to process. Only rest. Only sleep. Let awareness soften completely. While you rest, the world continues. Quietly. Reliably. Without effort. The earth turns slowly. Oceans shift gently. Winds whisper softly. Nothing rushes. Everything flows. The sun shines somewhere else. Not needed here. Still dependable. Still steady. Always there. Planet 9 remains far away. Cold. Silent. Patient. Unchanged. And you are free to remain asleep. Deeply. Comfortably. Safely. Let the world carry itself. Sleep is deep now. Body heavy. Mind quiet. Breath slow. Stillness complete. Even if awareness returns briefly, it will fade again. Naturally. Gently. Without effort. Nothing pulls you upward. Nothing calls you back. Rest remains uninterrupted. Smooth. Continuous. Planet 9 continues its orbit. One small fraction at a time. Unnoticed. Unmeasured. Endless. You continue resting. Minute by minute. Breath by breath. Without awareness. Without effort. Remain here in deep rest. The story has thinned to sound. Sound has thinned to silence. Silence holds everything. Nothing remains to do. Nothing remains to hear. Your breathing is slow and quiet. Your body is still. Your mind is empty. Sleep holds you fully. Gently. Planet 9 stays distant. Always distant. Always calm. Always steady. Unchanging. This unchanging calm protects deep sleep. No surprises. No disturbance. Only rest. You are resting inside this calm. Safe. Supported. Undisturbed. Asleep. Rest here without thought. Awareness is barely present now. Like a dim light. Fading slowly. Without resistance. Without effort. Your body is completely relaxed. Every muscle at ease. Every breath slow. Every sensation soft. Comfort everywhere. The universe continues unfolding. Steady. Balanced. Silent. Endless. You do not need to listen anymore. Sleep has taken over. Fully. Naturally. Completely. Drift now. Slowly. Quietly. Safely. Into sleep. Everything is very quiet now. Thoughts no longer connect. Awareness floats freely. Nothing anchors it. Sleep deepens. Your breathing is barely noticeable. Slow. Gentle. Automatic. Calm. Planet 9 continues its endless orbit. Far away. Cold. Silent. unchanging. Distance keeps everything peaceful. No heat. No noise. No urgency. Only balance. You are resting inside this balance. Protected. Supported. Held. Safe. If awareness flickers, let it drift back into rest. The world moves quietly without you. Clocks tick softly. Lights stay dim. Night remains calm. Nothing rushes. Oceans continue their slow rhythm. Waves rise and fall. Unnoticed. Uninterrupted. Steady. The sun waits beyond the horizon. Not needed now. Still dependable. Still patient. Still shining. Planet 9 remains unseen. Yet always present. A quiet companion. At the edge of home. Watching nothing. And you remain asleep. Comfortable. Unaware. At peace. Exactly as you should be. Let the world carry itself. There is nothing to understand now. No meaning to follow. No ideas to hold. Only calm. Only rest. Your body stays relaxed. Heavy. Warm. Still. Supported. Sleep is stable. Unbroken. Continuous. Gentle. Deep. Planet 9 keeps moving slowly. A tiny fraction of its orbit. So small it doesn't matter. So slow it feels still. Endless. You are not aware of time now. Minutes pass unnoticed. Hours drift by quietly. Sleep remains. Steady. Remain here in deep rest. Awareness is nearly gone. Just a faint presence. Like a distant echo. Soft. Fading. Your breathing continues effortlessly. In. Out. Slow. Calm. There are no images now. No thoughts. No story. Only sleep. Only quiet. The universe continues perfectly. Without observation. Without interruption. Balanced. Endless. You rest inside that perfection. Completely. Peacefully. Naturally. Asleep. Let everything fade. Nothing remains to notice. Nothing remains to hear. Silence holds all. Sleep deepens. Your body does not move. Your mind does not wander. Your breath stays slow. Stillness dominates. Comfort remains. Planet 9 remains far away. Forever distant. Forever calm. Forever steady. Unchanging. This steadiness protects rest. No surprises. No disruptions. Only continuity. Only sleep. You are deeply asleep now. Or nearly there. Both are perfect. Both are peaceful. Both are enough. Rest without awareness. Night holds the world gently. Darkness wraps softly. Sounds fade completely. Stillness spreads. Rest deepens. Your body trusts this darkness. Muscles remain loose. Breath remains slow. Sleep remains steady. Unbroken. The universe feels far away now. Not gone. Just quiet. Like a distant hum. Comforting. Planet 9 continues unseen. Unaware. Unaffected. Peaceful. Patient. And you continue sleeping. Safely. Deeply. Comfortably. Without effort. Stay asleep. Nothing pulls you toward wakefulness. Nothing calls your name. Nothing asks for attention. Only sleep exists. Only rest. Your breathing remains steady. Your body remains still. Your mind remains quiet. Everything remains calm. Perfectly. Planet 9 remains unchanged. Orbiting slowly. Endlessly. Silently. Without notice. The universe does not need watching. It continues on its own. Just like sleep. Just happening. Naturally. You are completely at rest now. Nothing to do. Nothing to hear. Nothing to think. Only sleep. Let rest continue. Words no longer exist. Only sound. Then silence. Then nothing. Sleep. Breathing remains soft. Heart remains steady. Body remains warm. Stillness remains complete. Comfort holds. Planet 9 remains distant. Forever patient. Forever calm. Forever slow. Unchanging. You are fully asleep now. Held by night. Held by rest. Held by silence. Safe. Sleep continues. Everything is quiet now. No story remains. No questions remain. Only rest. Only stillness. Your body is completely relaxed. Heavy. Warm. Supported. Safe breathing happens without awareness. In. Out. Slow. Calm. Planet 9 continues its distant orbit. Unseen. Unbothered. Unchanged. Patient. Distance keeps everything peaceful. Space protects. Silence comforts. Balance holds. Sleep deepens. If you're still listening, you don't need to be. The story has done its work. It can fade now. Like a whisper dissolving. Into silence. Into rest. Nothing needs remembering. Nothing needs holding. Nothing needs understanding. Sleep is enough. Sleep is everything. Your mind drifts freely. No direction. No destination. Just rest. Just ease. The universe continues quietly. Stars burn softly. Planets orbit patiently. Time flows gently. Without notice. And you remain asleep. Undisturbed. Comfortable. Peaceful. Whole. Let go completely now. If you're still awake, that's perfectly okay. There's no hurry. No goal. No pressure. You can listen without listening. Let sound blur. Let meaning fade. Sleep will come. It always does. Nothing has gone wrong tonight. Your body knows how to rest. It has done this before. Many times. Naturally. Planet 9 waited billions of years unseen. You don't need to rush either. Patience is built into the universe. And into you. Quietly. Stay here as long as you like. Or drift away completely. Both are fine. Both lead to rest. Both are gentle. While you sleep, the earth keeps turning. Quietly. Faithfully. Without effort. Oceans move with the moon. Winds whisper softly. Night deepens. Morning waits patiently. Nothing rushes. The sun shines somewhere far away. Not needed now. Still dependable. Still steady. Still warm. Planet 9 remains at the edge of home. Cold. Silent. Patient. Undisturbed. And you are resting within it all. A small warmth. In a vast quiet. Completely safe. Completely held. Words fade now. Sound fades next. Silence remains. Sleep holds everything. Gently. Your breathing is slow and deep. Your body is still. Your mind is quiet. Rest is complete. Sleep is deep. Nothing calls you back. Nothing waits for you. Nothing needs attention. Only sleep exists. Only rest. The universe continues unfolding. Without awareness. Without observation. Balanced. Endless. You are part of that unfolding. Even while asleep. Even while unaware. Even while resting. Belonging. There is nothing more to hear now. Nothing more to follow. Nothing more to do. Just sleep. Good night.